Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to the class of business studies. As this is our first class or starting class, it's lecture one. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Azizur Rahman Khatir from Nengrahar. I completed my basic education, my bachelor degree, my master degree from Pakistan. I have been teaching from the past 5 years, almost 5 years in different universities of the Kabul. And after today, I will be with you guys in the subject of business studies. First, I'm going to define the word business. Any activity that earns profit is called business. But this is not a complete definition. Any legal activity that generates profit or any legal activity which is undertaken for the purpose of profit is called business. Any activity that generates profit is called business. The word business is derived from the term busyness. Busyness means, you better know about the masrufiyat, an institution organized and operated to provide goods and services to the society. Any institution, any entity that organized and operated to provide goods and services to the society under the incentive of private gain, under the objective and of private gain, under the aim of private gain is called business. Clear? Let's start with the characteristics of the business. These are all characteristics of the business. First is capital. If you want to start any business, you must have capital. Without capital, you cannot start any business. Creation of utility. Creation of utility means utilizing of something. You must create some utility. Add value. Utility means add value. You bring raw material, process that raw material and convert into finished goods. These finished goods are ready to sell in the market, in the society. So this transformation of goods from raw material to the finished goods is called creation of utility. First is capital, second is creation of utility. Utility creation means bringing of the raw material, processing of the raw material and converting into the finished goods and selling in the market. So this all process is called creation of utility. Such as you better know about the cars. Car production plants, car producers bring raw material from different countries. They bring tires from another country, they bring plastic from another country, from another organization, and they bring all other steels from another and make and produce a car. So this car creation, this car production is called creation of utility. Third characteristic of the business is dealing in goods and services. Either the business deal with the goods, either the business deals with the services. Fourth, employment. The businesses generate employment. If the business is a small business, maybe they will generate 5 to 10 persons of employment. If this is institution or organization, maybe possible they are generating thousands of employment. So employment is created by the businesses. Another Islamic process. Islamic process means all our activities, all our transactions related to the business must be on the base of Islam. Must be on the base of Islamic. So this is called Islamic process. Being Muslims, we are Muslims. We must carry on our all activities, all transactions related to the business must be on the base of Islam. Next comes the characteristic of business is the motive. Every business must have an aim, an goal with them. That is earning profit. Before I told you, that is earning profit. So profit is the main goal, profit is the main aim, profit is the main objective of the business. Every business must have an aim. Every business must have one motive. Huh? A motive. They must carry on a motive. They must carry on a goal. They must carry on a motive, that is earning of profit. Next, the organization. They must have an organization, the organized form, organized place. Organized place where they can make a business, they can create a business, they can generate a business. Production or purchase of goods. Either they can make, before we told you, creation of utility, bringing of raw material, processing of raw material, then converting into finished goods. That was the creation of utility. If the business is not creating utility, they must purchase the finished goods from other organizations. They must purchase all goods from the other organizations and sell back these finished goods to the market and earning profit. This is called the purchase of goods, production or purchase of goods. Next is regular transactions. Regular transactions mean daily transactions. Daily transaction means buying and purchasing. Purchasing of the raw material, buying of the raw material and selling back this in the market. These are all transactions. These are transactions. So every business must have regular transactions. Risk and certainty. Every business must concentrate on the risk, must concentrate on the uncertainty. There must be uncertainty and risk related to the business. Every business has its own risk, its own uncertainty. So every business must concentrate on the risk and uncertainty. Next comes the sales or transfer of value. Transfer of value. Before we talked about that creation of utility, that is the adding value. This value is transferred and you are earning profit on this value. If you are not adding value to your production, if you are not adding value to your business, it will not earn profit. So earning of profit is to adding value. Next comes social welfare. With all these activities, with all these characteristics, you must concentrate on the welfare. Social welfare. Social welfare means you must concentrate on your well-being, well-being of society, well-being of society. What means by well-being? Well-being means that the owner of the business is also the member of the society. If he is earning profit, this profit will make the life standard of that person, life standard of the owner. So this standard creation, this life standard related to the owner is a social welfare. As well as with all these that we talked about, the honor, that honor generates profit and this profit creates value in the life of that person. It creates the standard in the life of that person, life of the honor. So with this standard, with this life standard of the honor, you must concentrate on some profit, some part of profit on the social welfare, such as environmental issues. You must concentrate on the environmental issues. You must concentrate on the greenery of the society. You must concentrate on the incentives of the employees. You must concentrate on the disables of your organization, disabled employees of your organization. You must concentrate on all the facilities related to your employees of the organization. These are all social welfare. Establishing a school for the poor people in the society, making colleges, making hospitals, free of cost hospitals to the poor people. These are all social welfare. Clear, students? These are all characteristics of the business. Next comes the components of business. There are two components of the business. One side is industry, the second side is commerce. The industry side is the conversion of raw material into finished goods. Before I told you, then some businesses start with the production of something. They add value to the products. They bring raw material from another place, process them, convert them into finished goods, add value to the finished goods and sell back these finished goods in the market. This is called industry. Sanat, we call in our language sanat. This is a farm utility. Before we creation of utility, it's called farm utility. You farm utility in your products. You create utility in your products. You create utility to earn profit. This is called farm utility. The example of farm utility, you better know here that a tree gives beauty to the society. The supplies of oxygen to the society, prevent soil erosions, right? And the provider of home for animals. When the tree is cut down, it is changes its shape. The raw material become part of a new product. Third, the farm utility take place also when a manufacturer assembles part into a product, piece of wood assembled into furniture. So this furniture creation need to some processes. That processes are converting tree into the chair, converting tree into the furniture. This is a farm utility. This is a converting of raw material into the finished goods. Clear? Next comes the next topic is the types of industry. There are some types of industry. First type of industry is the primary industry. Primary industry means extractive industry, extraction of underground resources, mines, mining industry. We called them the example of the primary industry. Sorry, the primary industry, and the example of extractive industry is the mining businesses. All mining businesses are the extractive industry. Next is genetics. People doing businesses by changing genes. वरासत तब्दील वालों बेस बांधे च दुई कुम बिजनेस की that is called genetics. सर एग्रीकल्चर द ज़रात की तसो गुरी द जेनेटिक्स चेंज के ये अखबल बिजनेसेस उड़ान दे बेई द सुम्र ची द वाला दी द एग्रीकल्चर वाला दी दुई द पता द जेनेटिक्स पर चेंज का वालों बांधे दुई छे कई अखबल बिजनेसेस उड़ान दे बेई. That is called genetics. Next comes the types of industry. Secondary industry is the construction of buildings, roads, bridges, hospitals, dams, right? The colleges, universities, these are all constructions of construction industry. Second comes the manufacturing industry, conversion of raw material into final goods. Before we told you the farm utility, the creation of utility. Next come the services, which is also part of the secondary industry, the banking, consultancy, accountant, lawyer, interior decorator, designer, music composer, film producer, hotel waiter. These are all the activities which are related to the services. Khadamat. Banks are providing services to the people in the shape of products, accepting of transactions and providing funds to the organizations. Consultancy, you better know about the consultancy. All the Hajj pilgrim industry is the consultancy. Next, accountant, you better know about the accountant. Accountant, the person who accounts, make books of accounts. The lawyer, you better know, the lawyer, Kanundan, he provides services to the society. Interior decorator, the kolaganu पैदा खून की खलक चकुरुनख कोलागा हुए, the painters, the other decoration they make in the houses, they are interior decorators. Marble lagol, that's it. No, designers, different, they design different things. Designers, music composers, you better know about the Mosiki Negaran. They compose music to the films, to the songs, to the different activities. Clear? Second comes the commerce. Second part of the business is commerce. All those activities which start from the warehouse of the manufacturers to the buyer. Warehouse, the industries who produce products and stores in the warehouses, the business who take the products from the warehouse of the industries and sell to the market, sell to the society. These businesses are called the commerce. Tajarat ka unki. Haga kasan chawi their products akhli aur po bek po market ke kharse. They are called commerce. They are trade. This is called trade. Clear? Types of commerce. There are two types of commerce: trade and aid to trade. Trade and aid to trade. Trade means buying and selling. And aid to trade means institutions that are meant and built to assist and support the trading process. Aid mana help. Aid mana help. Kumakun ki the trade. But trade ki kumakun ki. This is electronic trade. E-trade, yeah, electronic commerce. We call it electronic commerce. Electronic commerce, all electronics aid make help to the trade. Clear? Trade is the whole procedure of transferring or distributing the goods produced by different persons or industries to their ultimate consumers. In other words, the system or channel which helps the exchange of goods is called trade. Simply we can say. The system or channel which helps the exchange of goods is called trade. Clear? Types of trade, there are two types of trade also, home trade and foreign trade. Home trade, the purchase and sales of goods inside the country is called home trade. Domestic trade, it's also called domestic trade. Local trade is also called internal trade. खारिजी बिजनेस न कही दाखिल द बिजनेस की निंगरार न तौलीदा ताकली काबल के खर्चे. They purchase products from the Kabul and sell back in the Kandahar. They purchase products from the Kandahar, sell back in the Kabul. They purchase in the Helmand province and bring to the Kandahar and sell back these products in the Kandahar. So this is called local business, internal business, domestic business or home trade. Second comes the wholesale trade. The example of the wholesale trade and retail trade. These are two parts of home trade. Wholesale trade हाँ दुकानदारान चे wholesale के खर्चे लमसम के तौलीदात खर्चे, that is called wholesale trade. And retail trade चे परचून के खर्चे, all the shopkeepers, all the examples of home trade, all the shopkeepers. Wholesale trade, it involves selling of goods in large quantities to shopkeepers in order to resell them to the consumers. And retail means selling the goods in small quantities to the ultimate consumers. The retail trade means परचून खर्चून की. A whole trade means the wholesale traders. The person who sells the product in a large quantity. Clear? I hope you are understanding my explanation. Second comes the foreign trade, trade or exchange of goods and services between two or more countries, independent countries, for their mutual advantage. Both of the countries are taking advantage of the trade. This is called the foreign trade. Such as some people in Kabul are importing goods from the China, from Dubai, from Turkey, from Pakistan, from India. These are all the importers. Some people in Afghanistan export the products to Pakistan, to India, to Turkey, to other countries. So there are two types, import trade and export trade. Some people are working, some people are businessing on the both of the types of the trade. They are also importing some products from other countries and they are also exporting some products from domestic to the other countries. Import trade, when goods or services are purchased from other country, it is called import. And the export trade, when goods or services are sold to any other country, is called export trade. Next comes aid to trade. Before we talk about that, aid to trade, the activities which helps the trade is called aid to trade. Means all those things which are helpful in the trade. Banking, banks provide help to the trade, because when we trade with the China, we cannot carry the money from Kabul to China. We simply pay the money of the products, the price of the products to the bank. Bank makes the direct relationship with the Chinese banks and they transfer the amount from Kabul to the China, and Chinese banks provide and pay the price of that products to the Chinese organizations. So the banks provide help to the trade. Next comes transportation. We better know about the transportation. Transportation also make means of communication. We also call the transportation means of communication. Means of communication also provide help and aid to the trade. Without transportation, we cannot transfer products from Kabul to China or from China to Kabul. from Kabul to Pakistan, from Pakistan to Kabul. We cannot transfer because we don't have any means of transportation. But now we have transportation, and this transportation brings a huge aid in the business. Next comes insurance, bima, takaful. It is also called takaful, the bima. We can make we can insure our business because of uncertainty, which before we talked about in the characteristics of the business, that is risk and uncertainty is also related to our business. So this insurance is the village is the hedge for the uncertainty and risk. Next comes the aid. In the aid topic is the agents. There are some agents who are working for in the trade system, such as when you trade with China and you want to go to China and purchase products from China, then you cannot communicate with the Chinese people due to unfamiliar with the Chinese language. So there are some people who know both languages, Pashto and Chinese. So they can translate your language into Chinese and the Chinese language into you. These are agents. Agents provide also help in the trade system. Next comes the finance. Without financing system, without funds, you cannot trade with the China. You cannot trade with the Pakistan. So this trade with China, with Pakistan, has need of finance, need of funds. Who will finance you? Who will provide funds to your business? Who will provide funds to your trade with China, trade with Pakistan, trade with India? So this finance is also the aid to trade. Next comes the advertising. When you purchase your products from outside country, from another country, you bring that purchases, that products to your home country, and you put these products in your warehouse, and you are not going to market these products in the society. Then you cannot sell these products in the society, in the market, because of unfamiliar of society with your products. First, you must have to announce about your products, market about your products, advertising of your products in the society. Then people, members of the society, individuals of the society, the market will know about your product, that you have this type of product in your warehouse. Next comes the communication. You must have communication with government, with your all stakeholders, with your internal stakeholders, with your foreign stakeholders, the outside stakeholders. You must communicate about all those activities which are related to your businesses. Next, dear friends, dear students, next comes the qualities of a good businessman. These are all qualities of a good businessman. Ability to plan. A businessman must have ability. He must be able to make a plan for your business. Either the business is trading business, commerce, or it is industry. But both need to make a plan. And the person who is making a business must have a ability to plan. Second, bold or courage. He must be courageous person, bold person. Cooperative. Next is cooperation. He must be cooperative. But businessman must have cooperation cooperation characteristics in him. So the businessman person must be cooperative, courtesy. The person must be courtesy, must have courtesy, decision making. He must have a ability to make a good decision for his business. Discipline. He must bring a discipline in his business. Evaluator. He can evaluate everything, evaluate all the activities, the operations of his business. Activator. He must be activator, not only making a plan, but the plan which he made for his business must activate that plan, implement that plan. Foresight. Foresight means he must must see the upcoming years, upcoming situations of the business, upcoming situations of the business. He must be foresight. He must be honest. The businessman must be honest, must be hard worker, hard working. Initiation. Initiation qadam akhsal. Initiate all plans which he made before the start of business. Knowledge, he must have knowledge about every transaction, every activity of the business. Leadership skills, he must have leadership skills. A negotiator, he can negotiate his business activities with other people, with all stakeholders. Personality, good personality. The businessman must have a good personality, a quick decision maker. If there is a problem arised in business, if the problem arises in business, he can make a good decision to solve that problem. In responsibility, he must be responsible person. A reviewer, he must review all the activities of the businesses. And the sound financial management, he can make sound financial management. And the self confidence, he must be self confidence. Khud etemadi, he must have a khud etemadi. Tact person and technical skills, he must have technical skills, systematic skills and scientific skills to bring the business into the success. Next comes the production of the factors of the production. When we talk about the adding value, the farm utility, there are some topics related to the farm utility. The every production plant, every organization, every institution must have factors of production. That is labor. People working in an organization is called labor. Your organization must have labor. Capital, before we talk about that, amount invested by investor in the business. Entrepreneurship must have the business, the management ability of the people who are running the business. The entrepreneurs who manage the people of the business, the people who are running the business. Physical resources, the business must have land, labor, building, vehicles, machinery, etc. Information resources, electronic resource, information which can be stored in the form of electronic signals such as internet system, email system, you better know about that, email system, etc. So guys, this was our first lecture, today's lecture. I'm going to upload, I'm going to share the link of this lecture, and I will upload this video into my YouTube channel, and the link of this video I will share in the WhatsApp group, and you simply click on the link. You can find out my video, my lecture, first lecture of business studies in the my YouTube channel. Simply click on and you can find out my video and download it with yourself. Guys, I will provide assignments in the next class. Be ready for the assignment, and I will provide the book of business studies in WhatsApp group. I will upload it. You can simply download from the WhatsApp group. Thank you for today. We will meet inshallah in the next week. Thank you so much. Have a good time, and Allah Hafiz.